Hello, and welcome to Four Movies. Today, as I said, that all my movies in my booklets, because right now we're doing, I'm going to try and lift this up. This thing is so amazingly humongous. But, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. We are on page, one, two, three, four. We're on page 4 now. And all my movies are in the booklets for the most part. Like I said, you get into later booklets, it was like I was putting it in there. But before that, they have a correlation between them. There's something that's connecting them all together. And so, if you can figure out what's connecting all these movies together before I say it at the end, good on you. But the movies I have on this page, of course, will be, first and foremost, bam, Casablanca. That's right, Casablanca. If you haven't seen Casablanca, who's moving sideways? Bing, da bing, da bing, da bing, da bing, 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 bing. It's like Pong with Casablanca. No, Casablanca is a fantastic film, and just recently went into the public domain. And I personally think that Quentin Tarantino should make a remake of Casablanca. It would be amazing. You know why? Because the French, like if you've seen the movie, there's a French policeman that's in there, and that would be a perfect role for Christoph Waltz. Like, oh, it'd be so good to see him in that role. Now the main character role, I don't know, maybe George Clooney, maybe I don't know, Sam Jack, come on. There's Diane Kruger could play the girl in there, the girl that was in the other Quentin Tarantino movie, or she was also in National Treasure. That'd be awesome. If you wonder what I'm drinking, this could be your drink. Woo! Put label here. Call me up. We'll get some sponsorships going. Let's go. But Casablanca is a phenomenal film, but it's also one of those things where it's like the main character is not really better at the end. You know, it's one of those things where it's like this is during the Nazis in, I guess, invasion of stuff, and then this takes place in Casablanca, and he owns a bar in Casablanca. There's a song that he never wants played again because it reminds him of a former lover. And then he basically runs people in and out and stuff like that. And then there's a German, he's German? I don't know if he's German. But there's a scientist that's basically trying to get out of there. A scientist and his wife. And then the scientist's wife ends up being the former lover. And it's one of those things where it's like, we had something, and like he's like, look, just get on the plane, because the lives of two people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. So, and if you get on the plane and stuff like that, we'll always have Paris. Like I said, phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Like I said, it still holds true today. This is one of those things where, once again, why are they making remakes of why in the hell would you make a remake of Footloose, which was horrible, perhaps the best of the worst remakes ever made would be the Footloose remake. But they don't make remakes of this. Makes no sense to me. Makes absolutely no sense to me. And then, booyah! The second disc of Casablanca on DVD. I believe I also have this on VHS. Somewhere. Maybe. It's possible. And then, like, this character, the scientist or whatever, David Hyde Pierce. Would be perfect. There's probably somebody else that could play him, like, I don't know what that one guy's name is, but anyways, yeah. The Wolfman. That's right. The original The Wolfman. The original The Wolfman has Bela Lugosi in it, and it is phenomenal. I don't want to see the remake. Like I said, they've made a few remakes of this. They made a remake with Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro. They made one recently, I guess. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the remake of this. This is by itself is phenomenal. I love the fact that in these movies, like, one of the things is, like, it's almost like a joke in and of itself, but it's so good, is when you see them at the window going, what's going on over there? Oh, wow. It looks like the moon is passing the clouds, and something's happening to that man. He's changing into a wolf. Oh, my God. you just see them reacting to it. You don't have to see the whole metamorphosis. You don't have to see that, but you just see them react to him. Oh, and great stuff. Whew. And then we have African Queen. If you haven't seen African Queen, it is definitely phenomenal. The main actor is acting his butt off. He does such a phenomenal job. He's just chomping the scenery, like, just so well. And yeah, well played, 100%. And the Audrey Hepburn, I believe. Audrey Hepburn. No. I think she's in this as well, and I want to look it up, but at the same time, like, I think I was right with what I said, so I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not phenomenal on names; it takes me a bit, but they're basically going through the wilderness. I heard that this happened to my parents. Like, my dad jumped in the water and got leeches on him at some point. Like, I can only imagine the sensation of having leeches attached to you and stuff like that. But they're trying to get through Africa and whatnot. Humphrey Bogart, just like I said, does a great job. Well worth a watch. Thank you so much for watching. If you're wondering what in the world these have in common, I'm realizing not that much. Because Casablanca and African Queen are Humphrey Bogart, but Humphrey Bogart's not in Wolfman. But you go, oh, they're all black and white, but African Queen's not black and white. Like I said, I can't be, and can't win for losing on this one. But basically, I guess it's carryover from the last two pages. Oh boy. Anyways. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I'm doing a video a day till hopefully I get a silver play button, or I can only hope maybe a gold play button. We can only hope. Tune in tomorrow. Thanks for watching.